There are a lot of beautiful, exotic metropolitan cities in Europe. This is a land of historical expeditions with a lot of tourist attractions. Places to visit are just too numerous to be counted there. Tourists are in for a swell time when visiting Europe. But the challenge is, which of these cities are the best to visit? Sampling the options of tourists, we present the following 15 best places to visit in Europe. Number 15. Stonehenge. It has been well over a century that people throng there to celebrate the summer solstice. More than 1 million tourists visit here every year. This is Stonehenge, the most famous world stone circle in the world. Located in Salisbury, Wiltshire, England, it is a mysterious and awe-inspiring testimony to a prehistoric past with over 100 massive upright stones. There was a ban on annual gathering for the celebration between 1985 and 2000 due to violent clashes with police. But now, 30,000 crowds regularly visit the beautiful place which modern-day Druidic society claims is their temple. You too are invited to this European beautiful place, and you will surely have exciting stories to narrate. Number 14. Budapest. This city predates modern civilization. It is split by the Danube River with 3 main regions of Pest, Buda, and Oman, from where the city derives its name. You are welcome to Budapest, the political capital of Hungary, one of the best places to visit in Europe. It is the Hungarian commercial and cultural hub. This is where you will be able to navigate between a nightclub and a thermal bath in a modern, multifaceted restaurant. The city hosts rich architectural sites such as Buda Castle and Fisherman's Bastion. The perfect blend of ancient and modern civilizations highlights the beauty of this European beautiful city. Number 13. Gullfoss. Gullfoss might not be considered the very best city in Europe, but Iceland's most famous and most beautiful waterfall is one of the 15 best places to visit in Europe. Translated Golden Falls, Gullfoss is situated on the Hvita River, from where about 80 cubic meters of water tumble down every second to the depth of 32 meters before continuing the charging flow along a narrow chasm. There, you could spy rainbows when the fall's mist hit the rays. And in the winter, you could see how water twinkles as the light hits ice particles. Number 12. Lisbon. Do not claim to have been to Portugal if you did not spend some moment at the country's largest city and economic and cultural capital. However, Lisbon is better known for its ornate architecture, the tradition of fado music, and colonialist history. Still, its features, like spectacular hilltop vistas in Alfama, pleasant weather all year round, and friendly locals, cannot be ignored. The waterfront neighborhood of Belém and the nearby palace-heavy Sintra deserve to be in your plans when you are visiting Lisbon. You will be lulled into its layback charm and its alleyways that wind between colorful centuries-old buildings. Number 11. Moscow. Moscow is one of the oldest and most beautiful cities in Russia. It is the country's political, economic, financial, educational capital, and one of the best European cities to visit. The antiquities in the state-of-the-art Moscow Museum and galleries are considered most important to those fascinated by the European history and one of the largest in the world. The frequent art exhibitions are enough to consider Moscow a place to visit in Europe. Even without the museum, the mighty and renowned universally acclaimed gargantuan Kremlin is hosted in this city rich in architecture and performing arts culture. You would love to visit Moscow again. Number 10. Prague. Prague is a prosperous and bustling city that now attracts more tourists. Why? Again, Prague's story is one of frequent destruction and reconstruction. The capital of the Czech Republic has a rich history dating back to about 870 AD. This European city has withstood a lot of invasions, overthrows, fires, and floods, which bestowed on it a reputation for survival and perseverance. The fascinating city has behind it picturesque downtown vales that point to a dark legacy and a resilient past. But today, the city's narrow streets, statue-lined bridges, and daunting hilltop castle highlight the hidden gem for travelers desirous of budget, awe-inspiring experiences. Number 9. Istanbul. Istanbul, with its richly complicated heritage, is no doubt nature's gift to Turkey. You need to visit this European city to see impressive natural landscapes, building bridges connecting Europe and Asia. The history has left its mark in this former capital of the Ottoman and Byzantine empires, with many treasured monuments. The city is also awash with a unique mix of architecture. The internal atmospheric serenity of Istanbul is wonderfully chaotic. The bustling streets, busy bazaar stalls, and intersection of civilizations come together to create a fast pace that will fascinate you as you struggle to digest the avalanche of attractive sounds, sights, and smells in the teeming city. Number 8. Minsk. Minsk is a European city on the Svislak and Nyamia rivers. It is rife with an amazing story of a recovery terrible the past, during which World War II dealt a deadly blow on the city. Upon being rebuilt in the 1950s, courtesy the desire of Stalin, industrialization and movement from the Belarusian countryside turned this city into one of the best places to visit in Europe. When next you are visiting Belarus, you will effortlessly see how the rebuilt historical buildings combine well with modern apartments and shopping centers to adorn the capital city. Number 7. Barcelona. Do not plan to spend less than a week in Barcelona, a northeastern city, anytime you are visiting Spain. This is one of the most popular European cities and best places to visit due to its authentically historic bazaar. Scenic trails of the colorful park Güell and the romantic alleys of Barry Gothic dotting the beachside nightclubs and architectural marvels elevate this city by the sea. The cosmopolitan city gets registered in the hearts of not only the European, but also that of all sports lovers throughout the world during football festivals. You will love the city at that moment. It will be worth your while if you spend some time to tour the Antoni Gaudi's masterpieces and the eclectic shopping scene. Number 6. Oslo. Norway's capital city of Oslo has something for you during your visit. The Scandinavian city offers adventure, culture, and history. The beautiful European city, tucked away at the end of a spectacular fjord, is no longer a sprawling country town. It is a sophisticated metropolis with the presence of the Munch Museum that showcases famous paintings and the diverse and world-class music scene. You will find the greatest museums in Northern Europe in Oslo. It is one of the best places to visit in Europe for anyone looking to explore the history, culture, and modernization or anything in between. Number 5. Santorini. Those that witnessed the massive volcanic eruption that occurred around 1650 BC would hardly reckon that beautiful beaches and stately whitewashed homes will spring up in the center now known as Santorini. This gorgeous city is now the home of 2 inhabited islands and several islets. Visitors to this place usually have nice times on Thera, the home of Santorini's major towns. You cannot resist the colorful beaches with red and black sands as a memoir. There are archaeological delights where you can catch a breathtaking view of the caldera and a brilliant turquoise pool of water in the middle of varied isles of the archipelago. Santorini is surely a place to visit in Europe. Number 4. Lviv. Ukraine contains beautifully modest cities, and Lviv is one of them. Located in the west of the vast country, it is not too far from Central European cities such as Budapest and Krakow. Lviv is certainly one of the best places to visit if you really want a taste of Ukraine. You will see a mixture of Central European influences such as Catholic, Orthodox, and Armenian, alongside Habsburg and Polish. Another attraction of Lviv, making the city one of the best places to visit in Europe, is that the city usually finds a place on the list of Europe's cheapest destinations. You will love to spend nights in exotic backpacker hostels and relax in appealing coffee houses and quirky bars. Number 3. Reykjavik. Iceland is certainly a cozy place in Europe with a lot of good places to visit, so let us go back to Iceland. This time to Reykjavik, an island filled with ice about half the year. What about this city? You likely remember the 2010 volcano eruption fiasco. An unpronounced fact is that Icelanders warm up these Reykjavik geothermal spas in the cold, long winter. They also drink in the beauty of the aurora borealis. All these are a sight to behold on your visit to this city, which is one of the best places to visit in Europe. And how does it feel to enjoy 20 hours of sunlight in one day? You can explain better when you visit Reykjavik. Number 2. Rome. Let us go to Italy. No other city deserves our visit better than the city of Seven Hills, the nation's capital. Rome enjoyed a mythic beginning according to history. The twin brothers Romulus and Remus, who were believed to be fathered by a war god and nursed by a she-wolf, reportedly founded the ancient city. Take that or leave it. Your visit to Rome will reveal something magical about the city, be it the mystery of nearby Vatican City, the ghosts of the Colosseum, or any other wonders that attract millions of visitors to Rome yearly. Loaded history awaits you when you are on vacation in the fast-paced modern city with ancient glimpses. Number 1. Paris. Finally, we get to Paris. It is not in vain that Paris is referred to as the City of Light. Just as light attracts a horde of insects, Paris attracts millions of visitors every year to France with its unforgettable ambiance. You too will see what the visitors to France see that prompts them to make repeated visits to the capital of France. Some of these are the gentle river Seine that rambles through the city, stately museums, and blocks of Rococo and neoclassic design architecture. Your sights will be treated with cascading trees while visiting world-class museums and fashion homes with the best cuisines.